Facts. So let's jump right into the NFL talk. We had the Super Bowl. We had the great New England dynasty go up against the upcoming Philadelphia Eagles without their superstar young franchise quarterback. And tough game, but looks like Philly pulled it out.
Yeah, going in, I felt that Philly had a good chance of winning. I thought that they would had the better chance if rather than Vikings if they would have won. I think with as far as with quarterback play, I think with a Nick Foles you can get more out of him. I think throughout this whole playoffs, he's been throwing over 300 yards. Throughout each game. Patriots, that I gotta admit, they just make interesting Super Bowls, regardless. Like if you want to get a good game, the Patriots got to be in it because it's always going to go down to the last person with the ball.
Correct. That's a fact.
They do not fail to entertain. Philly did an amazing job. Like their defense held down.
Tom Brady.
Oh no, I'm saying the Philly's defense held it down against. Against Tom Brady. I think this was perfect for Eagles too, with what's pretty much this team ain't gonna look the same no more. There's a lot of expensive players on that team. I think this is the best time for them, and they took a great advantage of the situation. And it was a great game. I thought Nick Foles played exceptionally well. Zach Ertz is really should be getting a big contract soon. He had a really good game. Even Nelson Aguilar, former first round pick, he's been really showing out this whole season, and he had an amazing game. I think he had 6 receptions for 90 yards.
9 catches, 84 yards.
84, yeah, there you go. Everyone equally put their hands into playing against this Patriots team, who can be really tough, and they succeeded.
Yeah, I thought it was a very good game. I thought, again, New England has these interesting, amazing football games in the Super Bowl. The dynasty continued to roll on with Belichick. The thing that I did notice about the game was that the Eagles got what they wanted in the passing game a lot easier than I expected them to. And I think that maybe, looking back, it had a lot to do with starting corner Malcolm Butler not playing in the game, why they had more opportunities to light up the board in the passing game. But that was I thought a big thing about the game, the fact that Foles had a very good game, but they also ran the ball very well. Like Garrett Blunt, 14 carries, 90 yards and a touchdown, and Jay Ajayi, 9 carries for 57 yards. So they ran the ball at a healthy clip, and they ran the ball very well. And on top of that, Foles, 28 for 43, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns. So he had a massive game. Defensively, New England just struggled.
But I think New England's defense really has always been that way. They've been that way the whole season. They just give up. They just have been really well in the red zone.
Yeah.
They don't give up a lot of points.
But don't break.
But they've given up, like we've seen against Houston when they was giving up 35, 40, 38 points to rookie Deshaun Watson. So that defense always been a little shaky.
In the first game.
Yeah. So that defense always been a little shaky.
Yeah.
But it was a little bit more shakier than it normally is on the Super Bowl.
What kind of bothers me is that the fact that they were shaky by defense, and then Matt Patricia, defensive coordinator, becomes one of the most decorated head coach hires, and he just struggled at his. Okay,
but he didn't really struggle. Well, yeah, actually, he did struggle last
year.
All season, he did struggle this season.
With a lot of talent on this roster on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, because they were, I think, just below or just near the Colts in pass defense. Okay. I think so. That's pretty low.
Gilmore and Butler.
Yeah, so there was.
What's the kid with the safety that hits hard? He plays.
Oh,
been over there for a long time.
Patrick Chung.
Yes.
Oh yeah, he's their
sure tackler.
He's their flex.
Yes.
He's like their safety, nickelback, linebacker, pass rusher. He's everything. Special teams. But that was also a good game.
Shout out to Gronk. Had a big game too.
Gronk finally getting to play.
Super Bowl in a while. 9 receptions, 116 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Tom Brady throwing 500 yards, passing the record for the most yards in a losing game.
Yeah.
So it wasn't him.
So here's the thing again, and this will I harpen back to why I don't think Tom Brady's the best quarterback ever of all time. Games like this, and I'm not using it because they lost, and Tom Brady lost a Super Bowl. I'm using it to point out it's a team game in football. This is not basketball where you can say, all right, Michael Jordan was the best of his era, hands down. LeBron's been the best of his era, hands down. Magic Johnson was the best of his era. You could see that because there's only 5 players on the court that have to play both sides of the ball at the same time. Like, you knew Magic had to play defense. He had to still prove I was good enough on that side, as well as being elite on the other side. You know what I'm saying? Whereas the Tom Brady can't play defense. Like, he can't play special team. So when I hear people say he's the best football player of all time, well, that's just foolish. That's just absolutely foolish.
You only can grade him by his position.
Correct. When you have players like Deion Sanders that was elite special teams and elite defensively, he has 2 sides of the ball over a Tom Brady. You have receivers that were great receivers and great punt return specialists. 2 sides of the ball. Whereas the Tom, you just throw the ball. You don't even run. Like, you're not even like Montana and Steve Young that had great running numbers on top of that. So, and then the point I'm trying to make here is, I think a lot of those championships and Super Bowls, a lot of the ones that he won early in his career, you fail to realize they were an elite defense. Elite defense. Tom Brady was not a great quarterback back then. He didn't play that way. You had supreme players on that ball. Variable, Brewski, Seymour, Harrison,
Willie McGinnis,
Ty Law. The names continue. They were elite defense, a legendary defense that Belichick put together. So now, when the defense is not as good, we're seeing the holes in the Patriots winning football games. They gave up 41 points. 41 points.
But you still got to give credit to the fact that they are at the Super Bowl. They played. They put up, I think, 40 points.
But to lose to a backup.
No, but at the same time, I still got to give him credit where credit's due, because the game before that against
I'm giving credit to New England. I'm just not giving credit to Tom Brady.
I'm giving credit to Tom Brady for what he did to Jacksonville, to that team where it's the number 1 ranked pass defense, and he torched them as if they were the number 10th.
I'm not comparing Tom Brady on his season as a...
Oh, no.
I'm comparing him on the Legends conversation. This is like when LeBron says, I'm chasing ghosts. Well, then I'm not going to talk about how you're playing better than Kevin Durant this year. Or you're playing better than Russell Westbrook, or you're competing with James Harden this year. Because that's not what we're talking about with you. We're talking about Jordan. We're talking about Bird.
So who are you comparing Tom Brady to?
So when I'm thinking about Brady, we're talking about Peyton. We're talking about Montana. We're talking about Young. We're talking about the greatest of the great quarterbacks to play the position.
I still think he's up
there.
Yes,
he had a great game. But the point I was trying to make here is, I think it's more about Belichick than it's ever been about Brady.
But that's about every football team.
To me, it was a game. But I'm saying they're saying that he's the best football player ever. That came out early this year. I think LT might be a better football player. I think even Peyton Manning was a better football player than Tom Brady. Careers? Tom Brady's had the best career I've ever seen. That's without a doubt.
At the quarterback position, Tom Brady is the best at the quarterback position. Yes.
I say
as far as
but playing it, no.
As far as like the best player,
yeah,
you can't. I don't think a quarterback can be the best player.
I think they can if they were.
I don't know.
Like a person like Cam
Newton. Honestly, the best player could be like Cam
Newton. Like he could do so much.
Or Michael Vick, where he's sold the offense. He's completely the offense.
Even Steve Young that ran the ball heavily.
But I don't know about that.
Almost 500 yards.
Yeah, but
so he ran the ball. He was a very dynamic player.
I would say that when in that same time you're still playing with Jerry Rice, and he's still better than him.
Correct. I agree to that. No, I don't know if Jerry Rice is better.
Jerry Rice, yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't know.
The fact that you
Rice was a receiver. You say
no, but at the end of the day, you know who he's throwing the ball to.
He was also great. They had the tight end over there was a legendary Clark.
But at the end of the time, Jerry Rice ain't getting no one-on-one coverage. The fact that
he hardly did. Well, I mean, yes, he did, because then he had Terrell Owens over there for like 2 years when he was very young, and Rice benefited from. There was another player, I forgot his name, Stokes. My cousin would kill me with Stokes in early batting games.
Oh gosh, man, Stokes is like Cole Beasley from the Cowboys, man. He makes
You making it sound like he was like No, Stokes is better than that. Nah, Stokes is more. Stokes is like Jennings from the Packers.
Stokes kind of. I wouldn't even give him that much. He might be Dante.
He like even Antonio Freeman nice.
He's like Dante Stallweather. He's like
wow. Okay,
I'm saying. Give him that. They give me Antoine Randall out.
Well, I do feel though. I'm glad Nick Foles won though. Yeah. I didn't like the fact that he was being disrespected. He was like, well, we don't know how long he could do this for. Like he did have a Pro Bowl season under Chip Kelly with the Eagles, like a supreme season. And then he actually had another good year over with the Eagles. So this idea that somehow Nick Foles proved already he's a beyond a good starter. Maybe not an elite quarterback, but he's beyond a good starter. And the fact they had elite defense.
Actually, even to speak that, because I just want to bring a little motion to it. Your former head coach, your new head coach, was it Pat Shermer?
Yeah.
Giants.
Yeah.
He actually coached Nick Foles in his best 2 seasons when he was in the Eagles.
The Pat Shermer hiring. We'll get into that.
I don't know how you feel about that one. I just want to bring that up.
Yeah.
But Nick Foles.
Yeah, for that fact, we can just wrap this up a little bit.
He was Gucci.
Super Bowl was a good game. I thought Nick Foles played well. I think New England has still a very bright future going forward.
Yeah, they're still a favorite for the Super Bowl next year.
With the trades that they made with the 2 quarterbacks who get the draft assets, they can replenish the defense. They probably really need to go after a good defensive lineman, a nice pass rusher they could add there. I think they'll probably get one in the first round in this draft here. And they can probably look to add probably a linebacker that could probably be a starter soon. Someone in the outside linebacker position, I think they could do better at ever since they got rid of the guy to the Browns. They haven't been able to replace that production.
Jabal Sheard?
No, the other kid.
Jamie Collins.
Yes, Jamie Collins. I think that's who they were struggling to replace.
They got rid of a lot of linebackers.
Good coverage.
But I think
weak side linebacker.
Yeah, I think they'll probably be going. I like their interior tackles. I think I've seen a lot of mock drafts with the interior tackles. But they have Malcolm Brown and Trey Flowers, who were very productive this season, and I think they'll be fine with that. I think outside linebackers where they be going with I can't remember which linebacker just retiring, and it's that free. They have the Nick Van Noy, who's actually had a pretty good season.
Played what?
Probably another one to the outside.
They might need
more of an elite tackle, but I'm not knowing the Patriots. They don't really like a elite because elite means more money. So
they'll keep him.
Yeah, but something like a draft, like.
So I
see like a person like Ardeen Key.
I just thinking about that.
If he falls down to them, or like I've been hearing a lot about Lattimore. No, I'll get your name in a minute. But yeah, they'll probably go in that direction and probably around with safety as far as offensive line, because a lot of offensive linemen are getting older.
Oh, they might go after a corner because I think Butler's done it.
Yeah, but they still got Gilmore, and they like some of their draft picks they got from last year. I don't think that's much of a concern to them. They still got a couple of cornerbacks that they did play. I think his name was Howe. He actually had a pretty okay in the Super Bowl. He probably takes another year. He'd be all right. I think they'll most likely go for offensive lineman because Soldier has a contract due, and I think one of them else is retiring. So they're going to need to keep Tom Brady upright, and I think that's the most important thing. And think about it. They get Edelman back next year. So he didn't play all year. So it's Edelman and Cooks. Gronkowski. Take your pick. So
the future's bright.
They're all right. It's no problem.
Speaking about the future being bright, with